wary of blood-spattered Betty, who carries an axe and a rusty machete. Ever since she escaped from the old institution, she's attempted to maximize child executions. It was late November, beyond red leaves and duck calls, in the tiny Connecticut town of Suddenly Falls. Bobby Michaels and his girlfriend, Daisy Donovan, were out for a stroll after dark. Daisy wanted to stay in the well-lit local park. But Bobby wanted a little privacy. The mischievous lad. So he led her up the trail toward the woods owned by Old Man O'Reilly. "Don't worry, I'll keep you safe," Bobby said slyly, though his teeth began to chatter and his lips to chat dryly. In his mind, reservations were forming as he remembered his mother's warning. Beware, oh be wary of old woman Betty, with teeth like a walrus and arms like a yeti. He's a loony escaped from the old institution, who's squatted there since her botched electrocution. But Bobby wasn't going to let some mythical crazy keep him from cuddling with his lovable, huggable Daisy. So Bobby Boy and his unsuspecting enamorata were off to the races, each exploring the uncharted body of the other. When a sudden rustling took them by surprise, Bobby looked with terror into his lover's eyes. And who should appear but a couple of members of the local gang. The oyster shuckers, apparently out mountain biking, who looked at Bobby with the sort of disliking that hooligans reserve for the most outstanding of upstanding citizens. Paranoid, Bobby wished he'd taken his Ritalin. "Well, well, well," said the leader of the gang, Bucky MacDougall. As his henchmen dismounted their cycles. "Little Bobby Michaels and Daisy Donovan, you see, we got some use for you two. We're hunting these woods here for old woman Betty, who's hairy and ugly and chubby and sweaty. She's a nut who escaped from the old institution. She's our entertainment, and you're our solution. Now don't you two worry about a thing. I'm sure you'll be great as bait." And so his henchmen bound their 4 little hands and tied them to a tree by the edge of the clearing. Bobby saw the object he'd been fearing, Bucky's famous slingshot. The gang retreated into the trees. Bucky took out his weapon, picked out a good rock, and let fly. Bobby did his best not to cry. But 2 sharp stones to the forehead later and 1 to the eye, he was howling his young little lungs to the sky. And sure enough, there appeared blood-spattered Betty. In her left hand, an axe. In her right, a machete. Her hair was like lightning, her breath like pollution. And the couple awaited their quick execution. Bucky and his gang dropped their pride and ran, their little game having reached a point they'd not planned. Bobby clutched Daisy with terror. Daisy clutched Bobby with feeling. Blood-spattered Betty leaned in close, her eyes wild, her odor less than appealing. "You kids get on home," she said. "You ain't done nothing wrong, just get out of here." And then, mud-splattered, blood-spattered Betty cut them free. Bird song was drifting through the trees. And the sun's first golden ray had just touched the tops of the leaves.